Hello friends, my name is Sonu Singh. I'm a communication coach. You have started listening me to this YouTube channel. So I want to tell you my story about how I learned speaking English. So it was the year 2008 when I decided that I'll learn how to speak English. My grammar was good, so I decided that I'll take admission in some spoken classes, and it would not take me much time to start speaking fluent English. But when I stepped in the spoken classes, then I realized that it is not about having the grammar knowledge. So someone suggested me that your grammar is good. If somehow you had good vocab, then you definitely speak good English. So I started learning it from the dictionary. Those days in the year 2008, internet facility was not available. Yes, it was available, but not for the people who have poor background. Like if someone had enough money that they could afford the internet, but that time we were having the 2G, so speed was not better. So that's why I decided that I would purchase the dictionary and go through the dictionary. So I had this habit of learning at least 50 words every day, and I spent around 6 months, and after 6 months I was having the huge vocab. So I was good with the grammar, I was having the good vocab, and I completed 7 months in the spoken classes, and still I was not able to speak good English. Before joining the class, I understood that yes, you take admission in the classes and there will be some magic and then you will start speaking fluent English, but that couldn't happen. And then I realized that it is not about the grammar, it is not about the vocab. There is something else that is needed. And what was the problem with me? There was one problem, that I was from the Hindi medium background. I completed all the education from the Hindi medium. And while taking the classes, there were students from the English medium background. And that's why they were speaking it confidently. And there was one good thing with them, that they did not care about the sentences were correct or not. They were just trying to speak. So they had no hesitation, and that's why they were learning it very fast, and it used to take them 5 months or 6 months, and they started speaking good English. But I was struggling with it, and only because I did not have the confidence. So I completed my duration there, and still I was not able to speak English. So there was a time when I started questioning myself that would I be able to speak English anyhow? And the answer was quite doubtful. But I was really stubborn, so I did not leave my journey there. I just kept going on, and I was talking to different kind of people for the suggestions, for the ideas, so that I could exactly understood that what was the right process to learn this English speaking. It took me 1 year again, and I made so many plans. I knew about so many strategies that how could exactly improve my communication skill. And after 2 years, I was able to speak good English. And I was really enjoying this journey because I was getting the chances to speak in a different coaching and in different school. And then I got the opportunity to teach in school. I started teaching there. And suddenly it happened with me that I was asked to address a gathering from the stage. And the moment I hold the mic from the stage, I felt strange. I felt like sentences and words are not coming to my mouth. I was very confident in the classes. I was able to speak English. There was no problem of language, but still I was feeling very scared. Still I was feeling that I was not able to talk anything. I was not able to make the connection with the audience. Definitely I spoke something, but I felt very sorry. I felt very guilty. And that moment I realized that spoken English is absolutely different from the communication skill. But those days in the year 2008 and 9, speaking English was a big thing, which I already had. And if you go to take admission in any spoken classes, they only know one thing, and that is how to speak English. But they don't know anything more than that. And market and requirement have been evolved. This skill requirement thing is a dynamic process. Like it just keeps changing. And that's why I realized that now the students who are able to speak English, they are struggling to get the job. They are struggling to crack the GD and interview. And they still believe that they will go to some spoken classes and they will exactly know the methods that how to crack the GD interview, and they will exactly improve their communication skill. But that is a problem. Like the teachers who are running these spoken classes, they are not well equipped with the tools and with the methodology that can actually help you to enhance your communication skill. It will take a professional person, it will take a qualified and certified person to teach you to how to develop your good communication skill. So that's why this old spoken classes become the outdated, because they are not equipped, they are not competent enough to help you to address the problem that you are facing now, because they were busy in calculating their profits and then a number of students, and that was the reason they couldn't upgrade themselves. And in small cities, coachings are quite self-centered, like only one teacher is there and he will not allow any other teacher to teach in his coaching, and it doesn't matter that his idea and methods are good or bad, he firmly stick to that, because he know that if he hire any other teacher in his coaching, then they will take over and there will be some kind of distraction in the coaching, maybe it will be taken over by the new teacher, and that is the reason maybe they have the old concept, they have all the methodology, still they will run their coaching because they don't want to destroy their coaching. But this is not the concern for the students, because students require the right methods, right ideas, so that they can develop themselves to face the real challenges in the market, real challenges in the ground. So that's why I started making a plan that how can I exactly integrate the spoken English classes with the communication classes, so that a student can actually get the benefit out of it. So it took me around 1 year. After completion of my MBA, I got the job opportunity, so I started doing job in bank. Yes, I was having good salary, but there was one constant concern about the English, that how could I provide the right idea, right method, so that students who come from the village background or come from the Hindi medium background, they can exactly improve their good communication skill, so that they can match the requirement of the market. Because it took me a really long time to start speaking fluent English. And after starting fluent English, I reminded you about one incident where I was exposed to the crowd. So that time I realized that now communication skill was different. So I started reading the books about the communication. I started focusing my attention on the communication, and I started understanding that how exactly spoken English is different from the communications. I did a lot of effort in order to understand the good communication skill. I purchased many courses, I studied many books, I took the help of many teachers and mentors, and that's how after 1 year I just come up with a plan that how can I exactly help the students to develop their communication skill. But there was one problem, that I was working in bank, and this time in this era it is not possible to resign from the job, because it was the time of pandemic. Like I got the job in 2021, so it was the time of pandemic. People were losing their jobs, and I already had one, and if somehow I resigned from the job, then it would be a risky affair, and people will not have the right perception about me. But I took this courage, and I decided that if you actually want to help the students, if you actually believe that the concept that you have is good for them, then definitely you need to take this risk. And that's how I resigned from the job, and I came back here, and I talked to some of my friends, and then they assured me that they will stand by me, they will provide me the help that I need, and that's how we started the class here. But I'm quite happy that I have very vast experience. Like I started from the zero, and now I'm able to speak perfect English. I work as a teacher also, so now I have this confidence that I can exactly teach you how to speak good English and how can you develop your good communication skill. But the problem was that this idea will only work if you have the physical class. Someone suggested me that you can start your online classes. So I thought maybe online classes will be a good idea, but I was actually concerned about the students who live in my area, because they are well qualified, they have higher education, still they are struggling with it. So that's why it is very important for me to provide the support to them. And that's why I just started the physical classes, and they got benefit also. Some of them got the good job, someone got the benefit out of it, and then I felt the satisfaction. But there was one problem, that if you are working as a teacher, then you need to be profitable also, and we were having very less fee. So that is altogether a different issue, but this was my story of improving my communication skill, and we have an amazing program in this Sripada Academy, and I'm sure that if you join us, then you will get an amazing transformation in your journey, because everyone is looking for the good opportunity to get the job in corporate, to start their career as a blogger, or to start their career as a politician. So we not only provide the spoken classes, but we provide the opportunity that how to develop your good communication skill. And the moment you step in our classes, then I'm sure you will feel enlightened and you will feel amazing change in your personality, the way you speak, the way you connect with the people. I hope that you would find this video informative, and if you find this video informative, then hit the subscribe button, like and share. Thank you for staying with me. See you in next video.